Final Fantasy VII is just simply my favorite Final Fantasy. It was my first Final Fantasy, and it is a Final Fantasy I will forever go back to. And because of the great things that is mods, I will always have a different experience, if not the best experience playing Final Fantasy VII. And in today's video, we're going to be going over 7 must-have mods for Final Fantasy VII. But with that all being said, what is up guys, Jen here, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. As always, got your covered timestamps in the description, so if you want to skip to a certain mod, feel free to do so. All I ask is you to support the channel and hit that like button. And if you want to stick around for some more Final Fantasy content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. Now, to make this all happen, you're going to need Final Fantasy VII on Steam on PC. And if you haven't, I've got you covered, because using my link down below, thanks to our friends at Instant Gaming, you can get Final Fantasy VII at an incredible price, and you can get modding away. And if you already have Final Fantasy VII, that's okay. Have a bit of a browse, purchase some other Final Fantasies, or just get some other classic RPGs. Or if you wanted a new RPG, Clair Obscure Expedition 33 is coming out very soon at the time of recording this video, and you can get up to 40% off using my link down below. And I'll go one step further, because I've got a giveaway going on. We do this every single month for a game of your choice. All you've got to do is click the link and enter. It's that simple. So thank you to Instant Gaming and happy shopping. Now, I have made a video generally going over how Final Fantasy VII continues to get better with mods, and generally went over a couple of them, but these are the must-have mods. And the good thing about this list of 7 we're going to be going over is that they're compatible with one another. You should have no problems rolling them all at the same time. Now, we're going to start off with gameplay this time, and there's so many gameplay mods to choose from, and I had one in my mind and I was like, yes, that's the one we want to go with. But I'm going to flip it around and go with one that I think will really enhance your experience with Final Fantasy VII and get the most accurate translation of Final Fantasy VII, and that will be with the Shinra Archeology Cut. Now, this includes a complete retranslation of Final Fantasy VII's script by Shinra Archeology's translator Turquoise Hammer, and re-implementation of the game's facial expression system, which was cut, I believe, from the final game, the option to restore a majority of the game's cut content, and there is an insane amount of cut content in Final Fantasy VII, and there are various customization options and extra features to mess around with. We have our gameplay mod. How can we make this gameplay mod visually look better? And we're going to have to start off with the Ninostyle Chibi models and battle models. Honestly, if you're wanting to keep Final Fantasy VII as close to its vanilla experience and its models, which are the Chibi ones on the field, and the battle models, which are more lifelike on the battle screen, then the Ninostyle ones are the one to go for. As you can see in the gameplay, they look what you would think if you were to have not played Final Fantasy since 1997 and you reminisce about it. They look truly amazing. They keep that vanilla but better experience with Final Fantasy VII. And next, because we've got those nice models, we want to make the backgrounds even more enriched and up to date, because the pre-rendered backgrounds, especially when Final Fantasy VII was re-released on PC, was left alone. The pre-rendered backgrounds were pixelated. So we're going to be wanting the Cosmos Limit Break mod. This will get all of the field background textures upscaled to preserve the texture detail and extended for widescreen displays with a combination of AI and extensive manual editing. So what they've done here is, yes, they have upscaled it using AI, but all of the things AI can't do, some of the colors that might blend into each other, they've been manually re-edited and redrawn to make sure that it is close to the original pre-rendered background as possible, and they have been extended for widescreen monitors. But if you want to keep it as it is, there is a 4:3 aspect ratio setting. So if you're wanting to pretend you're back on your your CRT TV, but not on your CRT TV, then the 4:3 aspect ratio is probably where you want to be rolling with. Not only that, it does have the additional backgrounds for the Shinra Archeology mod, so you can have a seamless experience while rolling these mods. Keeping on the subject of backgrounds, let's talk about the battle backgrounds. The battle background mod I'm choosing is the Avalanche Arisen battle textures. As you can see, these just look great compared to the vanilla version. They really pop, and with the Ninostyle models that we have chosen, it all fits together really well. Now, I really like the world map of Final Fantasy VII, and I really want to see more of it and look at it in a new light. And a mod that really helps out with this is the Cosmos Gaia mod. This not only adds analog movement for camera controls, but also real-time lighting and extended view distance, of which we can zoom the camera out as much as we want, zoom it in as much as we want, so it feels like it's third person, like we're kind of playing Rebirth, and just generally makes the traversal over the world map just a bit of a different experience. Staying on the subject of the world map, we need to make the world map look amazing. We need those textures to be sharpened ever so slightly, because those polygons on that world map are quite basic looking back on it. So we're going to be having the combined HD world textures mod. And essentially all this does, it retextures the world, including the actual world map that's displayed in the bottom corner, to make zooming in and out and exploring that world map just that much better. Now, since we're continuing on our vanilla experience here with the mods, let's talk about menus. And this one's kind of a double-barreled one. You kind of need one mod to make the other mod work. And I know it defeats the objective, but trust me, the results you're going to get are going to be, oh, I remember how that looked, but it looks so much more better, and I like this version, and that's what we're going for here. So first, we're going to need the enhanced stock UI, which will allow us to customize the menus to our liking. All we want is this activated and on, so we can use the true mod that we're going to be going for in this setup is the AavockESUI mod, which will allow us to have that vanilla looking mod a little bit more sharper. The font looks fantastic. We toggle the EXP bar, we can change the transparency of the dialog boxes, the strength of it, the field cursor visibility, the world map position so it doesn't have to be in the bottom right corner, the battle view, the avatars, the battle boxes, the help box transparency. We can change the field buttons, the expanded icons, dialog avatars, icon orders, button mapping. It's all here in this mod. The great thing about all the things we've spoken about is there is toggles on pretty much everything. You will just dive in and toggle something. You might look like something better than I like, and you might find the perfect setup. But these mods are going to be recreating that vanilla experience that doesn't go off the beaten path too much, and this is indeed the thing that ties it all together, the icing on the cake. And there we have it, a very vanilla experience with Final Fantasy VII, but some of the best mods to have a great experience. If you want us to dive into having a very different experience with Final Fantasy VII, let me know in the comment section down below, and we'll cover some more mods on the channel. But there are two things that I want to mention as well that will just really sweeten the deal here, and that is the 60 FPS mod and the Cosmos FMV 30 frames per second mod for the FMVs, because this will just make everything look amazing. And if you're playing on a 4K monitor, a 1440p monitor, a 1080p monitor, it doesn't matter. This will make everything we talked about so silky smooth, and I think you'll have a fantastic time playing Final Fantasy VII. Again, if you don't own Final Fantasy VII on PC, you can purchase it at an incredible price using my link down below, so please go hit that. But I appreciate your time. Let me know again if you want to see any more mods, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.